Video games are used by many as an escape from their everyday. These handcrafted worlds provide ample opportunities for the everyday person to feel like the main character instead of an everyday man. The easiest way to immerse yourself within these worlds is through the connection to your playable character. Many games such as Baldur's Gate 3, Fallout, and 7 Days to Die give the player not only the opportunity to customise their character's appearance, but also who they are as a person, an easy way for the player to assimilate themselves into the world. Some games don't give you the option of customisation, instead you're guided through a story as a pre-made character. Classics like The Last of Us, the Legends of Zelda series, and Red Dead Redemption thrive with this approach, drawing players into rich narratives centred on these well-crafted protagonists. Then there are games such as Helldivers and Minecraft, where you play as characters without extensive backstories or personalities. This design choice shifts focus away from who the character is and makes the player focus on the gameplay and the world itself. Then you have games like Overwatch, Valorant, Marvel Rivals, and other multiplayer games that allow you to pick from a roster of characters. Feeling represented matters. Whether it's race, gender, sexuality, or ability, those elements are fundamental for forging a connection between players and the games they love. In this video, we will be exploring how representation affects the gaming community. Throughout the history of media, different groups have faced underrepresentation or misrepresentation. People of colour, members of the LGBTQ+ community, and women are some of these groups. We can see this through the way movies have changed over the years. Characters such as Ellen Ripley from Alien being staple characters and furthering the representation of women from weak damsels in distress and showing audiences that women could be strong leads as well. More and more we see leads in films representing previously marginalised groups, and it's only natural that this trend carried on into gaming. As I was growing up, most lead characters I saw in games were played by white men. At the time, I didn't think much of it. Growing up mixed and predominantly around white people, I didn't spare a second thought as to why these characters didn't look like me. That's just how it was. Men were the strong, cool protagonists, and women were there to be saved. The few times I saw representation, it was often through stereotypes or tokenism. But why is representation important? As said by Action for Children, what we see in the media doesn't just reflect reality, it also shapes it. Negative representation of different cultures and groups can enforce harmful stereotypes, especially in the mind of the youth, whereas positive representation can shift public opinion and help create a kinder, more understanding future for us all. Video games are such an important place for people to see representation. Within movies and shows, while you can get invested, you are still just watching these stories. Within games, especially story-based experiences, you form a connection with your playable character and grow to care for them because you are experiencing the story with them. When a kid is playing a game and they see a character who looks like them, whether it's Ellie from The Last of Us, Miles Morales from the Spider-Man games, or Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn, it sends a subconscious message about the world around them. It gives them a role model to aspire to be like. It tells them that they belong. In a report published by the Jenna Davis Institute in 2023, it is estimated that approximately 44.5% of players worldwide are female, almost 50%. And yet women often feel underrepresented and over-sexualized, and who is to blame them? Female characters in games are 10 times more likely to be wearing revealing clothing when compared to male characters. 35% of young female gamers report suffering from self-image issues due to the extreme lack of body diversity within games. It doesn't take a genius to say that this is bad. Representation is so important, not just because of some woke agenda, but because it can affect the way that people see themselves. It can affect the development of young minds. But I didn't just want to look at the industry and community. I wanted to hear what young people thought about representation, so I reached out and was able to talk to 5 students currently studying esports: Miles, Logan, Jay, Casey, and Zach, and I asked them their opinions on the topic.
Miles Horwood, I'm 17.
I'm Zach, I'm 17.
I'm Casey and I'm 16.
Logan Wright, age 19.
My name's Jay and I'm 16 years old.
I'd say roughly around since I was 7, really.
As long as I can remember, honestly, I was probably like 5 or 6 when my dad bought me a PS3 when I was younger. That's the first time I really ever played games.
As long as I can remember.
10 years, 11 years, maybe more.
I'd say I started playing again like early this year, but I was playing like a lot during COVID.
I feel like there's characters I can relate to in ways. There's quite a wide variety, especially with League. There's, I think, over like 100 characters.
Pretty well represented. So yeah, it's not much I really can.
In South Park, they like ask your gender, your sexuality, your race, but that's only in this game, and like the other ones they don't. Animal Crossing, you can choose either to be male or female, and I am like a cis woman, so it's fine for me.
Not so much in Roblox, because it's just everything. Well, I guess it's representation, but it's not specific. Valorant, yeah. Agents come from different nationalities and sexualities.
Clove.
From Valorant.
Clove from Valorant. My goat.
Yeah, I think it helps bring awareness, especially with gaming. It's something that is targeted towards like a lot of age groups because they're going to encounter all kinds of things like as they grow up. So
Yeah, I do, because obviously there's a lot of people, different types of people playing video games, and if they don't feel represented, it sort of feels like that nobody really cares about what they feel like and all that sort of stuff.
I do, because like I like when I choose to be a character in a game that I'm like the character, that I am the character. So like not feeling represented or not having a character like you can really ruin the game for some people.
Yes, but I wouldn't put it above gameplay. Like I would, for a game, I don't really care. I would prefer to have gameplay, actual gameplay, and storyline. I couldn't care, but that's because I don't come under the thing where I don't be represented, because I'm a white man.
Definitely in the newer generations, yeah, you do need the representation, because obviously the stereotypes, there's just men, but obviously like in Valorant, you have women playing Valorant, it's like, woman, only there for the men, and it's just,
Diversity doesn't just give underrepresented players a voice. Diversity can increase the richness of a game. Life is full of people from various backgrounds, ethnicities, religions, and sexualities, and that is what makes life beautiful. That is what makes us human. Our differences should be accepted and can unite us, so why should games be any different? In modern gaming, we are seeing more and more diversity, not just from indie developers, but also major studios. While it isn't always perfect, it gives me hope that the future of representation in gaming is bright. Thank you for watching.